Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today I'm very excited to introduce you guys to a new house on my channel, one that I've been eagerly awaiting the opportunity to share with you. Among their many offerings, I would like to highlight one of their latest releases, which was launched about 2 months ago, Mashumaro by Unique Luxury. I picked this fragrance from this brand not because it's new, but because of the innovative technology used to create the burnt, spicy, sweet gourmand marshmallow scent. I know it will be a hit and become a timeless, unforgettable classic. Bohan Shimshek, the perfumer, the creator of Mashimaro, is an engineer and scientist who used a patented technology called GCMS systems. EPS Fragrances was one of the first to use this technology and has developed their own in-house software and method for analysis. The company's main goal is to be a leader in researching fragrances and essential oils. Their product experts, called application chemists, work hard to create the best fragrances for different products like creams, shampoos, air fresheners, and more. They look at how the fragrances perform in terms of stability, spread, and lasting power. EPS has patented MOPAD headspace technology, which allows for the analysis of trace components in products and helps create tailored fragrances for customers. This technology enables experts to analyze all natural scents from around the world, resulting in the recreation of desirable and natural odors. They have a lot of knowledge and experience in distilling essential oils and finding new ones from around the world. They also produce some essential oils exclusively for their own company. Their expertise in chemistry and fragrance design allows them to find high-impact chemicals used in woody, amber, and agarwood fragrances, which are custom-made in several countries for their own use. As you all might already know, Unique Luxury Perfumes is a Turkish niche perfumery brand founded by Muhammad Serhat and Selim Özen. They already have some amazing fragrances under their belt, which hopefully in the future I will get a chance to explore more of their creations and be able to share them with you guys on my channel. So today we're going to dive deep into this gorgeous, sweet, warm, super delicious, woody, and totally gourmand and somewhat smoky new release, which I was so excited to get my nose on it. And let me tell you, I wasn't disappointed. Mashumaro totally blew me away, and I knew right off the bat that this will be a hit fragrance. I'm smiling because this is so good, you guys. This will be a hit fragrance, mark my word for it. It's that good. It's so mass-pleasing. I cannot imagine anyone not liking this, and I don't even need to bring this close. It literally filled up the whole entire house. It's a powerhouse. It's very powerful, very strong fragrance, and the sillage, the projection is incredible. God, this is so good. And I have to say, it has a life cycle to it. It's multifaceted because I do have to dry down here from 2 days ago. Yes, from 2 days ago, and I can still smell very strong, but smells different, and which we'll get to it. But it's not a linear type of a scent, even though the opening is sweet, and you might think like, okay, this is just going to be a smoky marshmallow type of a scent, but it's not that. It actually changes up on you, and it smells differently on the skin as well. But I have to say, I love the bottle. I just love the color of the bottle. I love the name Mashumaro, the whole theme, just everything goes so well together. This is so well done. All right, so Mashumaro starts with a spicy, milky, toasted, super sweet marshmallow scent like s'mores, believe it or not. It is rich, sweet, gourmand, and super delicious. But what is so interesting about Mashumaro, even though it is a sweet fragrance, the spicy opening with some hints of almost green lavender balances out the sweetness and stops it from becoming a cloying, synthetic smelling type of a perfume. What is so interesting is the recreation of that burning marshmallow smell. They burn an actual marshmallow and then analyzed it, discovered the molecules that create that smell, and then they created the accord. So the burning marshmallow smell that you get at the beginning is a new patented molecule that was recently discovered by them. Now, as the fragrance opens up more, you get also this chocolatey, caramel, and praline-like smell that adds to the gourmandness of Mashumaro, and it accompanies the burning marshmallow smell really nicely. There's a big dose of vanilla in this fragrance as well, but the woody, spicy, balmy, musky, cashmere wool-like texture balances out the sweetness and stops the fragrance from becoming too cloying sweet. As we get to the heart of Mashumaro, the strong, smoky, woody accord kicks in, which is coming from that patented molecule, and cashmere wood, which is a synthetic material, which is also known as cashmeron, a musky, woody component popular in many modern compositions. Cashmeron has a complex aroma with several distinct elements like musk, wood, spice, vanilla, old paper, conifer, and fruit. It's often compared to the soft feel of cashmere wool, which is where it gets its name from. The fragrance contains lily of the valley, or called muge, and Turkish rose oil. The lily of the valley provides a fresh green aroma at the beginning with a creamy transition to the vanilla in the base. The Turkish rose oil helps link the caramel notes in the marshmallow to the vanilla. Rose makes the musk scent stronger and powdery. This is because of the addition of Turkish rose oil. The Turkish rose oil becomes noticeable at the end of the heart of Mashumaro and the start of the dry down. It has a clear, bright floral and fruity scent with a hint of pepper combined with a deep honey-like aroma and the scent of wild roses. Mashimaro also has a lot of benzoin, which is a sweet and smooth-smelling resin from trees called styrax. Benzoin makes the scent sweeter and more like vanilla, but also adds resin-like undertones. Now, as always, I mentioned that a lot of people come and say, well, this is not a good review because you didn't spray the fragrance on your skin. And I keep repeating myself and explaining that it is extremely wrong to review a fragrance by the reference of your skin, because the way the fragrance smells on your skin, it will be completely different than what the person is going to smell when they're inside a store and somebody's going to spray it for them on a piece of paper. So when you review it from a piece of paper, it will be the closest to what they will perceive when they initially or the first time smell the fragrance. So that's why I always review the fragrance from a piece of paper and not from my skin. But trust me, I always do the testing. I always spray it for myself on my skin to see the way it evolves, the way it changes up. But I try not to really talk about that because everybody's skin is different and it would be the wrong kind of a review. So as I mentioned at the beginning of my video, I have the dry down of Mashumaro right here from 2 days ago. And smelling these side by side, you can definitely tell that it is a complex type of a scent. It has a life cycle to it. It's multifaceted, and it's definitely not a linear type of a fragrance as you would expect from a gourmand type of a perfume. And I have to say, it has the best of the both world in this scent. So I would say for people that are not into gourmand and sweet type of fragrances, if you spray this initially, they're going to be like, oh, this is too sweet, or it's too gourmand, or it's too cloying. But then when you give them the dry down, they're going to be like, wait a minute, this is not the same fragrance. And they're actually going to end up liking it. So the dry down of Mashumaro is actually very beautiful. It becomes woody, actually very woody. It becomes musky and has a fruity berry-like scent with a leathery or velvety texture to it, believe it or not. It is a complex fragrance that evolves over time. So as I mentioned many times, don't be fooled by the initial sweetness. Just give it some time and you will see how it evolves. In summary, Mashumaro is a delightful fragrance that smells like burnt marshmallow that is somewhat spicy with a big dose of vanilla and has a milky gourmand sweetness to it. And it dries down to this velvety or cashmere-like, and it becomes very musky, woody, and slightly leathery with a reddish berry-like amber undertones. It's important to note that Mashumaro has a green pigment in the opening that gives off a faint barbershop lavender scent to prevent it from being too sweet. Although it mentions incense in the notes, there is no actual incense used in Mashumaro. Instead, a combination of molecules which creates a smoke effect or accord. Alright you guys, so that's all I have for Mashimaro by Unique Luxury. As far as the lasting power goes, on my skin it does 14 hours plus. And even when I take a shower and I come out, I can still smell it on my skin. And it does have an enormous sillage, and that's due to all the molecules that's been used in this fragrance. Now, as far as the compliments goes, this one gets tons of compliments. It's no brainer. It's a compliment magnet, and it's very unisex. So it's one of those fragrances that a lot of people will fall in love with it. And once the sample starts going around and people start smelling this, trust me, this will be sold out. That's it, you guys. That's all I have. Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.